Let me see if I have it.
One's got no armor. He's got no armor again. You're my fucking bitch, bro! What's up, peeps? So since Warzone 2.0 came out, I've been streaming this game from 10 to 11 hours every single time. The majority of the time using a sniper rifle. And after a bunch of crazy snipes, consistent long shot kills, I would like to consider myself one of the best Warzone 2.0 snipers at the moment. And that is why I'm going to share with you my secrets that allowed me to hit these crazy snipes over and over and over again. Ladies and gentlemen, let's jump right into this video. And as well, special shout out to my newest members who give me a huge extra support to the channel. And you can become one for as low as 99 cents a month. Link is in the description. So we're going to go over an options menu, go over here to settings and in the controller section. Now once in the controller section, I'm not really going to be talking about sensitivity today for sniping. That's really just your personal preference. But what you want to do is first change this one where it says change zoom shared input. Because right now, these are the controllers for sniping. So right now, the default controllers for sniping is your left one is to hold focus, right? So whenever you ADS, you have to hold this one to keep that focus. But as well, a lot of the snipers, just the regular scopes, come with that zoom feature in the scope. And the problem is, it's binded to the same thing, right? So I don't know if it's happening to you that sometimes you want to just hold your breath, but it zooms in your weapon and you're like, I don't want to zoom with my sniper. All I want to do is hold my breath. And then when you're zoomed in, you want to hold your breath and then it kicks you back out. So this is how you prevent that from happening. So first very important thing, we're going to change zoom shared input, which is going to be from the sprint and tactical one, which is going to be your left one, to the melee one. And this one's going to change it to the other button. Now, once you change that, we also want to change your focus behavior. It should be on hold. So that means that whenever you hold it, you'll start focusing, but change it to toggle. As you guys can see, it will block the one in the top, in the back. So now once we go into our game, as you guys can see when I'm aiming, if I click my right one, I'm going to zoom in. So it's a completely different button. And then if I press my left one, as you guys can see, I will be holding my breath without holding any button. Because before, trying to like hold your breath and moving at the same time, like let's say if you want to wiggle from left to right while holding your breath is a lot harder. So this one, you can just click it once, hold, and click the other one if you want to zoom in, zoom out. And that is going to be the best settings for this one. That will help out a lot. Again, it'll take you a couple minutes to get used to it, but once you do, it'll significantly help you. Now, next up, let's just talk about some general far and long range sniping tips that a lot of you guys may have issues with. And now compared to Warzone 1, it was a little super common to, to give the compensate for bullet drop in the bullet and leading the bullet to your enemy, right? Because there was, if you're hitting somebody 200 meters, in Warzone 1, there was a lot of snipers that you had to compensate quite a bit for bullet drop. But in this Warzone 2.0, most of the snipers have crazy bullet velocity. I mean, you barely have to lead the bullet and you barely have to compensate for any bullet drop. So just a big general tip, whenever you're shooting at somebody from far away, if you guys are missing, most likely than not, you are actually compensating even more for the bullet drop than you should. It's happened to me that I'm like, okay, this should be the correct bullet drop, and it's not. And I shoot the guy, like, I mean, barely in front, and I hit him. I'm like, oh my God, like, these snipers just have crazy bullet velocity. So here, just to use the lines into consideration, I say up to 100 meters. Like if you go from this side of the map to the other one, anything within 100 meters, even like 150 meters, you should just hit right on the dot. I mean, right on the dot. Just don't even compensate for any bullet velocity, for any bullet drop. Something above 150 meters, right? 150, 100, 200, anything like that. Just hit it right below the dot. You guys can see that there are two lines there. Do not even go to the middle of the line. I mean, maybe go a quarter of the way within that first section. And I'm telling you, that is how little bullet drop is in this game. Now, a lot of you guys may be saying, but BANDOFBROS, my gun sucks, man. Like the bullet velocity is trash. This gun is super slow. So what is the best overall sniper class setup? I'm about to show you guys. This sniper setup right here has it all. Has great bullet velocity, super low bullet drop, and as well, it is very, very quick on the draw, allowing you to be very aggressive with this sniper. So for the barrels, for the muzzle, we're going to be using the Bruin Agent. When we go ahead and tune it, we're going to give it max ADS speed, but then we're going to give it max bullet velocity on the bottom. As you guys can see as well, I run the FSS only 5 laser, which is the one on the top right here. Make sure you run that, giving us ADS speed and sprint to fire speed, and also super important, aiming stability, which is when you're not on focus, how much that aim moves. Next up, we are going to add the high velocity ammunition. For the tuning, we're going to go max damage range and also max bullet velocity. Next up, we are going to add the PVZ 890 stock, giving us more speed. And then for the tuning, aim walking steadiness and aim idle stability. This just makes your gun a lot steadier, again, without holding your breath, which is going to be super important. Next up, we got the Schlager Max Grip, which is going to give us sprint to fire speed and even more ADS speed. And we're going to go ahead and tune it. We're going to give it more ADS speed, and then we're also going to give it some aiming idle stability. And like I mentioned, this is one of the best overall snipers. I mean, you are gonna have to bullet lead absolutely almost anything. The bullet velocity is really good, but again, it allows you to be super aggressive with the sniper. So now we've talked about those long range snipes, right? But what if somebody's got that ADS on you? You can see the glint, he's got you pinned down. How do you win that snipe as a sniper, right? Well, because this game movement has been reduced significantly, and I'm not just talking about removing slide canceling and all that sort of stuff, the ADS jumping is super slow, right? So you can't be hiding. Let's say you see the dude is super far away. You can't be hiding and then jump and ADS and quick slow that dude. That doesn't happen anymore, obviously, because if you jump and then ADS, it's going to be super slow ADS. Also, the aim walking movement speed has been significantly nerfed, right? So you don't have the same movement while you're ADSing as you used to in Warzone 1 to challenge that guy. So what can you do? Well, number one is actually contest the dude, run out, and force him to get that shot off, right? Do you want to force the dude to be aggressive? If you see him aiming, you got to peek left, peek right, run around in a little circle, whatever you have to do, but do quick movements to force the dude to shoot. The second he shoots, you want to have that ADS exactly where he is, and you want to try a quick flick, obviously, towards his head, and shoot, and immediately get back to cover. All right? That is the only way you're going to beat it. I don't want to see, guys, you're going to lose that fight even if after he shoots first, you're going to go and try to aim exactly where he is and super slow and take shots and then manage even a little bit more and try to get the head. You will lose that fight. If that guy is ADS on you, remember, if he misses that first shot, all he has to do is bolt in and shoot again. So remember, what you have to do is the second you hear that shot go off, you got to try to take that quick flick. Again, as you guys saw here in the mountain, it was super prominent here. The second he shot that off, I try to jump, position myself in a different thing, and boom, immediately with the flicks. Obviously, it will take you time to hit those flicks, but the more you practice those flicks, the better you are going to get at the game. So just always remember, every time, try those quick flicks. And then my final tip, as a general sniper, you just want to make sure that you're always aware of your surroundings. You're going to like the support of your team, right? It is a very big map, a lot of long-range gunfights, so you as a sniper have to communicate with your teammates and let them know where they are and always have their back. A really good sniper is going to have a really powerful squad. I mean, if you got a great sniper on your team, that squad is going to be unstoppable because of the comms that he gets, and also if he hits those shots from long range, helping those teammates that are fighting, you are going to be unstoppable.
You know?
Above you or where? Yes, you are.
Yeah, I'm dead. Oh, fucking.
No, you're not. No. Gotcha.
Yeah, they're on top of the bit.
They're flying now. One's got no plates. He's got no plates now for sure. Watch out. Keep rolling this way. Now they're getting fucked by the bots. On that bitch.
Shit.
On that bitch.
Good shit.
Watch out, there's one more in.
Cállate la verga, puto. Yeah. Cállate la verga, pendejo.
Oh, yeah, I got you on Overwatch, Ram. Who you think you play with? Boy, it's like, I'm dead. I'm like, Ram, come on, man. Cover fire, baby. So again, just don't remain ADS on one line of sight and trying to focus on enemy. Every time you take the shot, remember to ADS out. Try to take a look at where your surroundings. All right, nobody's aiming at me. Again, ADS in, take the shot, ADS out. That is something that I always do that you guys will see me. Every time I take the shot, I ADS out to either reposition so the guy doesn't know exactly where I am, and also, again, being aware of my surroundings. Ladies and gentlemen, hopefully these tips and tricks helped you to become a better sniper in Warzone 2.0. Peace out, everybody, and I'll see you all in the next one. There was definitely a bitch to it.
He's on the roof. He's two of them. There he is, right there.
Yeah.
There's two of them.
Down one.
My sniper scope. Yeah.
The other guy's got no armor. Nice fucking shit. Couldn't get my bro.
They gain themselves up. They gain up in there. I broke him.
The guy, he's broken. Nice shit.
He's down.
The guy on the train. Oh, somebody crossing. Broke him. Get him.
Dead.
Nice.
Was that somebody else? Do
Diablo, güey.
you want to use snipe? Or
I'm
was
not
it
sure.
somebody else? I heard
That
another.
was me, that was me,
Okay.
that was me.
He's pushing. He's pushing.
Coming
No.
up, he's running up on me.
No! Just a split second too late, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Shit.
Ooh.
Tardas 1000 años.
One to your right too, Bando. What?
Finish them.
Nice shit. There's one more. He's fucking one shot, bro. Nice shit. Nice shit. Oh, okay. They're at the top of the tower. At the top of the tower, east 100.
Oh, I see him.
Shot him once.
Fuck, his brother over there?
Downed him.
Oh, you got him.
Man, he knows, bro. If you shoot at the Mexican sniper, you better down him, because if not, you dead as hell, boy. Dead as
Say
hell.
that again. That's confirmed, right?
What? You see that shit? He was alive.
Yeah.
Oh, my dude flew. Shot him once.
Oh. Uh-huh. Hit him in the face.
One down.
Hey, guys, kind of lit, right?
Someone. Someone you shooting.
You got it, right? You got it.
New safe zone located.
You res him. Watch out.
Where's the other one at?
Got you from here.
I might as well.
That's team wipe.
Let's go.
Let's go.